Hello and welcome to the fifth live workshop at Skinny Mamas Community. My name is Rachel. I'm the founder of Skinny Mamas Community, and I am so excited to be here this evening. And last week we discussed exercise and breastfeeding and the reasons that it is super helpful for weight loss, for your weight loss. So tonight, I'm going to be going over tracking your progress and staying motivated. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, I am going to start by saying that simply put, tracking your progress keeps us in check. It also shows us a clear picture of where we started, where we are, and where we are going. And come on, who doesn't like before and after weight loss photos? I mean, I certainly do. I remember after my pregnancy, taking some photos of the way that I looked after I gave birth to my son. And I kept taking photos on a regular basis up until now. And the difference is just incredible. So, skinny mamas need to have a scale and they need to download our weight tracker sheet. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so we are in the Skinny Mamas community. I'm going to head over to Classroom, and I just want to show you really quickly our tools and resources. I'm going to show you, this is our weight tracker sheet. So be sure to download this. This is super important. This is something you're going to be using every single day. Now we're going to head over to our Tracking Your Progress course. So, step one, do your first weigh-in as soon as you join the community. Do it first thing in the morning after your first bowel movement. And step two, as I mentioned, download our weight tracker sheet and begin inputting your weight. Step three, you're going to take your first progress photos. So you want to keep your body in a relaxed state. Try to wear the same thing each week. I usually wear bra and underwear for my progress pics. Some people prefer a tank top and shorts. That is up to you. And don't be nervous because these pictures are just for you unless you've agreed to share one of your before and after pictures and a testimonial, or if you just want to share with the group to keep you motivated and on track. So you want to take pictures of your front, your back, your left side, and your right side. We have Fitness Fridays and we have Selfie Saturdays, and these are also great opportunities to share with the community how you're progressing, as long as you're comfortable, of course. So, what I'd like to say about taking these progress photos, pick a day to take these photos once a week, and preferably before a cheat meal day if you are already starting your once a week cheat meal. It's better to take them before your cheat meal rather than right after. So you're going to be shocked and excited by all the changes that you visually see in your body when you start to track your progress through your progress pics and through your weight, of course, as well. I remember when the scale dropping and my progress pics, I was super shocked. I had gained 75 pounds during my pregnancy, and to see my body just slowly get smaller and lose so much body fat was just miraculous. And I think it is so incredible how we can transform our bodies through proper strategic meal planning and even breastfeeding and a little bit of cardio if we choose to as well. And so I want this to be a really positive experience for our community members. Getting on the scale, taking progress photos, these shouldn't be scary things. They shouldn't make us feel bad. This is just documenting our journey as we go. So, as for the scale, don't be surprised if you're staying consistent on your meal plan and sometimes the scale goes up a bit or it's just not budging. There are a lot of reasons for this. So, it can be so we account for hormone fluctuations. So there's a lot of water fluctuation that we experience throughout the day and throughout the week, especially if you're breastfeeding. Estrogen and progesterone are fluctuating. And then, of course, when your cycle returns. So these hormones make us retain more water. And I find that right before my period, my weight might go up a bit or it just doesn't budge at all. And it's frustrating. And it happens every month, of course. But once my period does come, the scale drops and I get excited because I know that I've stayed consistent on my meal plan and it was just a hormone change that was the reason why the scale wasn't going down. Some other reasons, maybe you just had your cheat meal. If you've started doing cheat meal once a week like I do, I know that the day after my cheat meal, because my meal has a lot of sodium, the scale's going to go up a little bit. Some other reasons, poor sleep and stress. Now, I know this as a mother. I also know it as before I was a mom. I had a full-time job, and sometimes I wouldn't get enough sleep as a bar manager, or I would just be a little bit stressed out because I had a lot of work ahead of me. And I have a 9-month-old son now who is teething. He has some teeth coming in, so he gets a little frustrated throughout the day and even at night. And he'll take maybe 2 naps a day, but sometimes they're not very long. And at night, he does wake up a lot, more lately than previous times, just again because he's teething. But we've been co-sleeping since he was born, which makes it super, super easy. He's right there next to me. When I'm nursing him, all I have to do is just turn over. I don't have to get out of the bed. Some other reasons for the scale not budging can be creatine. So, creatine we discussed in our supplement course. It's super beneficial for you and your baby. And I take it postpartum. I did not take it during my pregnancy. Be sure you chat with your healthcare provider before starting a supplement regimen, of course. And creatine does add about 2 to 3 pounds of water to your muscles. And so that's something that you should make sure to account for if you do decide to start taking creatine. And once you pull back and stop taking creatine, for whatever reason you decide, that 2 to 3 pounds will flush out within a couple of weeks. So make sure that you set an alarm. I set alarms for almost everything in my life, and it's always just been super, super helpful. It's obnoxious to hear the alarm go off, but it makes a huge difference in me getting things that I need to get done. So make sure you set an alarm every morning for after your first bowel movement to hop on the scale and start inputting your weight as soon as possible on that weight tracker sheet. Once a week, take your progress photos. And 3, take an average of your weight each week to account for water fluctuation. So we went over tracking your progress and how you need your weight tracker sheet and a scale and to take your progress photos. And now we are going to go over our next course, our last course, which is staying motivated. Okay. Hmm. Here it is. And I'm still sharing my screen. I was just double checking. Okay, so staying motivated. Losing weight is not a marathon. It is, excuse me, losing weight is a marathon. It is not a sprint. So, skinny mamas, on the skinny mamas method, we lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now, me, I lose about a pound a week, and that's because I exclusively breastfeed, which means that I can eat at my maintenance calorie level, and I'm not exercising right now. I might do a little bit of cardio, like walking around the house, picking up my son, and maybe a couple times a week I'll walk him in a stroller. But the vast amount of the weight loss that I have had contributes to my strategic meal plan. So for me, I lose about a pound a week. So, staying motivated, be patient with yourself. This is so important. Be committed and stay the course, and you will see amazing results. It happened for me. It's a proven method, and it will happen for you. Skinny mamas eat 4 meals a day with lots of protein and fiber. We feel satiated and throughout the day, and we love what we eat, and we don't go to bed hungry. So here is how we stay motivated. Number one, our community. We're all on the same journey here. You're not alone. We encourage each other on the hard days, and we celebrate victories together, and we learn from each other. Number two, join our weekly calls like this one. This is a great opportunity for you to not only get a refresher on the courses that you've already read, but maybe a little more information. And you have me speaking right in front of you. And this is a great opportunity to ask questions if you ever have questions. Of course, you can ask questions in our discussion page as well. And I encourage you to do so. And with our weekly calls, they are always recorded. So you are always welcome to review a call in a later time if you missed it, or if you just want to review it. So number three, stay engaged. Be an active member. This is huge. The more active you are in this community, the better results you will get. Make sure you are focused on being a part of our daily discussions. We have a lot of fun. Ask questions whenever you have questions. You know, you might have a question and think, gosh, nobody else is going to have that question. Why would I even ask? It's not true. Um, Almost every time you have a question, someone else is going to have that same question that they need answered too. So please ask that question. Never feel nervous about that. And we keep each other accountable. This is where you crush your weight loss journey. This is where it happens. So be an active member. We want to see you. We want to hear from you. Number four, understanding the health benefits of a healthy weight and body composition. Remember your why. Why are you doing this? Beyond just the looks. Healthy weight loss means better energy, improved sleep, reduced risk of chronic diseases, stronger joints, better hormonal balance, increased longevity, and just such a great quality of life. Our family needs us and we need them. And if you have children, we want to watch them grow up and we want to watch them start their own families. So we need to get our results here and get healthy and have fun. And the better we can be there for the ones that need us the most. Number five, measure your progress. through, as we talked about, the scale, your progress photos. We have fitness Fridays, we have selfie Saturdays. Notice improvements in your strength and endurance. I remember feeling really groggy and just worn down. And I know that it was just, it was my first my first child, and going through labor and all of that was just exhausting. But even after a month and a half, 2 months, I was still really tired all the time. And the more weight that I have lost in those following weeks that kept going, the better I felt. The more energy I had to do things, to pick up my child, to run around the house with him, to do things that I just couldn't do before because I had so much body fat on me that I needed to get rid of. Notice how your clothes are fitting. Oh my goodness. I remember being postpartum, even the first month and a half, and I was still in my maternity clothes. And, I had some fun maternity clothes, but they were nothing like the pre-baby clothes that I had before I was pregnant. And those were and are my favorite clothes. And I don't know about you, but I'm obsessed with clothes. And now my clothes fit. I am just under 4 pounds from my pre-baby weight, and I can finally fit into my clothes, and it just feels amazing. And it's keeping me motivated. It's keeping me going because to be able to fit in my old clothes again makes me feel like me again. And I was missing that so much. Notice your energy levels and mood. Again, I felt so much better. The more weight I lost, the more energy I had. My mood changed. I'm feeling like me again. And that's because I stayed with this plan. And I just kept going. I stayed consistent. So here's something else that I want to talk about with staying motivated. Take a sip. There are so many negative people in the world, and it really bums everybody out because we don't want that. Prove the naysayers wrong. There are so many people, yakking from everywhere, and they're saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. Why even try? Don't listen to them. Just tell them to deal with themselves. Don't listen to them. You got this. You joined this community because you wanted to make a change. You wanted to get healthy. You wanted to feel better. You wanted to succeed in life. And we're here for you. We know you can do it. And we don't need those naysayers. So prove them wrong. Tell them, go sit down for a while, and you're going to work on you. Share your wins. Okay. Share your wins with us. No matter how small you think they are, we want to hear them. I have wins all the time that may seem small, but I speak them. I say them. I say them to my husband. I say them to my family. I talk about them on the Skinny Mamas community. These are what is going to keep you going. Any little thing that feels like a win, just say it. We want to hear it. So, motivation, it comes and goes, but discipline and commitment is going to carry you through. So that's all I have tonight as far as staying motivated and tracking your progress. And again, make sure that you download our weight tracker sheet, get your scale ready, and get your progress pics started. And head on over to the Skinny Mamas community and join us in our daily discussions. And thank you so much for joining me this evening. And I will see you at the next one. Good night.